Hi there, Grace people. Welcome once again for another Bible reading using the lens of grace. Our verse for today comes from the book of Matthew chapter 5 verse 48. Matthew chapter 5 verse 48 says, "Be ye therefore perfect, even as your Father which is in heaven is perfect." How do a law-based, religious, and obedience is the key mentality Christian react to this verse? Well, they respond to this by their own deeds and works. Self-effort. And by behavior modification and flaunting it outwardly. For them, the perfection mentioned here by our Lord Jesus Christ is all about perfecting our morals through keeping and obeying the law. But how? Is it possible? Some legalistic believers argue that it does not necessarily means perfecting our deeds, rather it is by our desire to live uprightly before God. However, it's the same principle as behavior modification, just self-righteously sugar-coated. Let us read James chapter 2 verse 10. What does it say? It says that even if you obey all the law but stumble on one, still you're guilty of disobeying all of it. Oh no, now we became more hopeless. Once again, brethren, let us read our main text through the lens of grace. Are you ready? If you'll read Matthew 5 in context, our Lord Jesus is talking to the Jews here, those who are born under the law, and guess what? You are not a Jew, and most of all, not under the law. Today, as a new covenant believer, we are under grace, and our perfection was nothing but a done deal. And it's all because of Jesus and his finished work at the cross. Hebrews chapter 13 verse 12 says, "So Jesus also suffered outside the gate in order to sanctify the people through his own blood. If you have come to Jesus Christ by faith, Jesus has sanctified you, his blood has made you holy, righteous, and set apart unto him." It's all about what he has done and got nothing to do with ours. Even a bit. Zero. You are sanctified not by keeping or obeying the law, but by Jesus' sacrifice at the cross. His death, burial, and resurrection. Now that you knew that you were sanctified by Jesus' blood, here comes another wonderful reality for you through Jesus' finished work at the cross, and as a new covenant believer who is under grace. Hebrews chapter 10 verse 14 declares, "For by one offering he has perfected forever those who are being sanctified." Isn't it wonderful? We have been perfected forever not by our own doing, but by our Lord Jesus and what he has done at the cross. My friend, being perfect is not about us straightening our morals. Rather, it's an impartation that came from trusting Jesus and his finished work at the cross. And by meditating on that constantly, it will empower us to live righteously. Remember, right believing leads to right living, and it's not the other way around. Thanks for tuning in once again, beloveds. See you on the next episode. Shalom.